This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Utes will kick this away to get us going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the handoff. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And looking for a big play here. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
6-9-1, Gators score. Check, check. Easy.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Not much on that part.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Important third down play coming up. They go with a direct snap. Runs right over the defender. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The Utes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact is going to be short of the marker.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run the option. The back's got to run a pitch. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Utah.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, they gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Alabama first and 10 will take over. First and
10. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here's the second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch is made down the middle. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Ball handed off. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, they're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. He tosses it back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Utah offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the right side. And a broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And the Utes are in the red zone now. Using his legs, it's Mitchell. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
On the play. 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied at 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Throws a bullet to the right. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Utes offense takes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to find room. It's Mitchell. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And the Utes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And third down, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Now it's second down here. On the run, it's Young. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Hands off to the left. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
At the 34. Brings up 2nd down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Contact as he threw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Utah offense takes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st down, it's play action. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And this one is caught. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart with the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. Past the 20. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Utah.
Man, the key there is the defender gets his hands on the football, just knocks it up in the air. At that point, it's a free ball. Anybody can get it. But the concentration to come down with the interception and then the speed to be able to take it into the end zone. Just great focus and concentration.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Returner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great... Getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain. You'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout, who makes the grab. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Just time enough for one more play in the half.
Yep, yep. Longer, longer.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Alabama.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Utah offense takes the field. They get the second half started with their running play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here for this offense. They'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch that one. He's brought down in the backfield. The Utes come to the line to run the hurry up. And he'll drop back here on third down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Utes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Passing game is so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. And we're able to get him down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense going on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. That picks up a 1st down. Spotted at the 39.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. He's brought down out at the 46. And the Utes looking to run some tempo here. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. And that's the tight end, Kirk, showing why he's a weapon as he flexes out into the slot that time.
Loved how they use this tight end. Love how sometimes he's in line. As you say, now they flex him out. He's a tough matchup for any defense. He's got the size and athletic ability really to be able to play at receiver. But now they're able to use him in so many different ways. It puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Second down play coming up. makes a quick grab. And they've got him.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He pulls in the catch. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. And the Utes line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it to the right side. Will he score here? Touchdown, Utes. And they will claim the second half lead. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score. Utah.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, tied. It was a foot race and he won it.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. To the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Touchdown, Utah. They jump in front here in the fourth. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time, a completion. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He slings this one deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to throw it again. Makes a quick catch. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets rid of it on the move. Makes the catch. It's Young. They're able to get him down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Bama. This offense cannot be stopped.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Lining up to try the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Utah offense takes the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a receiver wide open here. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Hand off to the single back. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Utes lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You've taken away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
The completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And with that, they retake the lead. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Utah.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hamilton. The timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. One last pass attempt, ball is incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. We love to see a game come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minute.